In this video, we want to look at basic formatting. So we talk about font formatting, alignment, number formatting, cell formatting. So let's quickly get along. So in that video, before if you look at this, the title part of this table, where we have ID, sales, date, and salesperson category and so on, you can decide to bold it. But before you can do a font formatting. Font is talking about all the things you have typed into your spreadsheet. So you have to first select the font. So for instance, if I want to format ID, I'll select ID. And then if I want to bold it, I'll click on bold. If I want to italicize, I click on this italicize button. If I want to underline, I click on this. Then if I want to increase their size, I come here. I can increase it from here, or I use any of these buttons here. Then if I want to change the font, I can change it from here. So now let's move on. So from here now, let me just highlight it to this place. Then I can bold everything together. I want to bold everything together. Then you can apply color here. So that is when we are doing our font formatting. You can use it to change the font type. From Calibri, we can choose another font, let's say Arial or Gibran. Then we can choose the size. We can choose the color we want it to be. We can also bold, italicize, underline, and so on. That is font formatting. Then in alignment formatting, let me change this font to something else. Okay, I think I prefer this. In alignment formatting, we are trying to arrange the content of our cell either to the left, to the right, or to the center. So to achieve that, we are going to click on the cell or highlight the group of cells that we want to align. Now come up here, this is center, this is right align, this is left align. So wherever we want it to be. So we can do that for any other cell or group of cells. We highlight them together. We click and hold down the left mouse button, then you drag it down. Then you now choose where you want the text to be, either in the center. This one is when you are having a very large, big cell, then you want to make it to be in the middle of the middle. Then you want it to be at the top and so on. We'll make use of that as the training goes on, or maybe in the advanced training. So that is it about alignment. Then there's another one I want to talk about, talking about text wrapping. Is part of the alignment. In a case whereby the group, the cell cannot contain, let me reduce this colon. So in this case, you can see that salesperson is overlapping, is going under the next colon, which is colon D. So how do we make everything to come together as one? That is when we use text wrapping. It will wrap it inside the cell. All the content of that cell will be wrapped inside a single cell. So there won't be need. The content will not be overlapping on the next cell. That is the essence of text wrapping. Then merging cells. For instance, we have long list of fruits here. We can decide to merge these cells A, B, C, D to up to this place and put this item at the center. That is when we use merge and center. Or you can also merge alone, just merge cells. It does not centralize, but you can see that all the lines between the cells have been taken away because they are now taken as one cell. By clicking on merge, merge and center brings it to the center. That is a function of merge and center. It will merge the cells together and it will bring the list of items to the center. The last one is the cell formatting. Each of these cells here can be formatted. So how do we format them? We can change the color of that cell. Now this is the cell or the cell background color. So from here you can decide to choose a different color for your cell. You can see that. So any color you choose will apply to it. So let me select more than one cell. Let's just select maybe from here to here. By holding down your left mouse button on this place, and you drag until you are able to cover it up. Then you come here and you now put the color. You add the color you want. So that is how to format our cell. Another thing we can do to our cells is to make borders around them. How do we make borders? We highlight Then we come up here where you have borders. Then you can choose the type of border you want. I want all borders. So a black line will now be around the entire cell contents. So that is all we'll be covering in this video. See you in the next video where we'll be treating basic calculations in Microsoft Excel. Thank you.